What's up, people, and welcome back to League Scroll, and we're revitalized. As you can see, I'm wearing a blue hoodie, but no affiliation with any blue side. My blood runs deep, runs red, and I'm a Ghana, of course, and we're on to this upcoming season. We're ready to hit the road running, just as we hit the road running during the weekend. As on Sunday was a curtain raiser between Arsenal and Manchester City when they squared it off at Wembley for the traditional community shield. And as we all know, I am late to the party, but yeah, you know what we did? Arsenal took it as it was, and they dug in deep to the dying moments of the game, and they equalized only to win it through penalties. As we all had hoped for, it was such a tricky moment when this Cole Palmer of Man City came off the bench to put them on the lead, and it was looking kind of bleak, but that's that. It's happened. Arsenal are champions of the Community Shield, and now we have the Shield. Means there's a lot of responsibility to defend whatever it takes, whatever the be it the ethics of the Premier League, because we know there are charges that should be tackled, and we also know there is a prize to be won at the end of the season 23-24 that we are also waiting for. So this season is going to have a lot of breaking news and this and that. There will be a lot of shenanigans also off the pitch, but we have to be ready to settle it on the pitch as Arsenal look revitalized, and there's a different kind of play when you watched that game. It's not the free-flowing Arsenal that was last season. This one is different, and then when you look at this game and the tactics, this is why they call Mikel Arteta the genius, and not to take anything off Pep Guardiola, because this is the best manager in the world. Definitely, you can't compare whatever accolades he has taken as a player, as a manager, different clubs he has managed. But when you compare him with Mikel Arteta, definitely is subject, but it's kind of looking, ooh, the genius is Mikel Arteta. This guy has changed tactics, totally different tactics when he approached that game against Manchester City. And you could see we had like two CDMs, in Partey and Declan Rice, and then we had this Martin Odegaard free roll when he would come deep, go in front. He was everywhere on the pitch. That's Martin Odegaard, the captain himself, and the maestro who did a lot of you could clip a lot of things from that game because he was everywhere, all the skills, and he was a beast on that game. And then we had Saka, Martinelli doing a lot of the defensive work. They were kind of midfielders than the free roll wingers that we were used to last season. And then we had Kai Havertz, who really, to be honest, did what the manager wanted. Let's be honest, this guy wasn't okay. He missed like two straight chances that could have sealed the game early on, and but looking at it, they are saying that he never won any duel. This guy won duels on the pitch. He won the ball from Ramsdale, and I can see Arsenal's type of play this season, and it's gonna be hard for opponents to break or to even get a goal. It's not going to be easy. And going head to head with the likes of Manchester City only gives us the morale to go into the season, hit it head on, and try to get the best as soon as possible, because there will be a lot of competitions that Arsenal is in, and it's not going to be easy, definitely. And there are also a few other positions that need players exiting, and also adding to the depth of the squad, like the goalkeeping section where Ramsdale has really turned up. The guy is I don't know. Are we having like Emmanuel Neuer kind of guy? He's revitalized after that interview. He's been doing bits, saving penalties. I never saw that coming for Aaron Ramsdale. But yeah, you guys, it's gonna be freaky as we are gonna have the EPL start on Friday, the 11th, with Manchester City heading on to Burnley as they will be starting the 2023-24 season with the let me say the previously winners or the defending championship winners, Burnley, with the Vincent Company at the touchline. You don't want to miss that. I won't miss that for whatsoever. I don't want to miss that game. And yeah, I don't know. You can't predict such a game. Yeah? You will definitely go for the likes of Man City because we have been watching them in and out the season. They are treble winners. They are defending champions. So you really can't take anything off of them. They're gonna win this game, whatever it takes. But also, Vincent Company will definitely want to get one over his former manager. So we have to wait and see how that game will go. It's the curtain raiser. They usually call it pre-drinks, the game of the pre-drinks before the weekend kicks in with all the fixtures all over the Premier League. But let's wait and see. I'll just go for a Man City win for that one, and because they will definitely be rattled after Arsenal took them to the last minute and won through penalty. So Pep has been salty on his interviews. So you know that everyone is angry on that City squad. So I think a City win will emanate, and we'll be having now the real drinks from Saturday the 12th, and Arsenal will be kickstarting their campaign at Emirates against Nottingham Forest. Definitely a revenge mission, as I said in my other video, and I don't want to talk much about that. They are favoring Arsenal on this app. Arsenal is favored to win that game, and I want Arsenal to win that game also. Bournemouth will be playing against West Ham. Who wants to watch that? A lot of West Ham fans, because they won the UEFA Conference League and they will want to welcome their fans back to the field emphatically and push them onto better new levels, because winning a European competition is not easy whatsoever. You call that competition, and they did it. Brighton will be hosting Luton, who were just promoted to the Premier League. And Brighton, they are in the Europa Conference. Europa League, they are actually in the Europa League. They finished like sixth, or I think they finished sixth. And who is going to be tricky? Let's wait and see. I think Brighton is favored to win that one also, just as West Ham is favored to win against Bournemouth. I don't know which kind of teams will be heading down the championship this season, just so to say, being relegated. But it's early to say. I don't even want to put my predictions out for who is favored to win the Premier League until maybe we see how every team will have their interests, their rumors, and the transfer links. Until then we'll have to. But anyone who is trying to predict the winners of the Premier League this early should definitely be saying Manchester City, no other team, because they are defending champions. You can't just rule them out. Everton will be playing against Fulham, and that is a must. Fulham traveling to the Merseyside. Everton, they did what last season? They escaped by a whisker. They were nearly being relegated, and it only reminds me of this jumper of mine, and it's kind of their color, and I think they are favored to win this one also. Sheffield United were promoted, and I've missed these guys. Actually, they gave us this Aaron Ramsdale guy, and he has been a revelation to Arsenal. You can't take anything away from them. They had this manager. I think they also sacked him a while ago, but the guy had tactics for ages. But I think against Crystal Palace, who have been here for a while, they have changed managers, and we are only bracing ourselves to see maybe two managers for Crystal Palace if things haven't changed down the road. And I think, Crystal Palace are surely favored to win. But we know Sheffield and their bulky guys, their tall guys, they're gonna do something to kind of show that they are back in the Premier League. We haven't seen much about their transfer news because these top teams they have taken a lot of the in the media. You know, the Manchester City, Arsenal, Manchester United, Tottenham, and even Chelsea. Newcastle United in the Champions League this season after quite a long time, and we'll be playing against Aston Villa, that is Emery's side, and this is gonna be tricky. You can't just predict a Newcastle win, however hard they play on their home turf, but they are favored to win by the pundits. Personally, I think it's gonna be a draw for the start of the season because I know Emery and his attacking style going into the new campaign, and Aston Villa are in the Conference League. So watch that out. I think Sunday we'll be having like two fixtures. Brentford playing against Tottenham. Tottenham are favored to win, but you never know because Brentford. Ivan Toney still banned till January, but these are the same guys who beat Tottenham last season without an Ivan Toney, and they thrashed them like that was mad. That was mad. Chelsea is another big one, which will be at the Stamford Bridge hosting Liverpool. Wow, you don't want to miss that 6:30 kickoff on Sunday against Liverpool because there's a new edge in Chelsea. You can see what they're trying to do, but also the injury cases that are hitting them in their dressing room, especially the Nkunku one, because FPL managers were definitely could have definitely bought him. FPL managers could have seen this as a long-term goal scorer and his quality for Chelsea. So their quality might kind of reduce, but they still have goal scorers on their side. So we'll wait and see. But Liverpool, that's Jurgen Klopp's side. It's a new revitalized side. They're in the Europa League, and they have been doing bits also in the transfer market. And during the preseason, they have dug deep to play well. So there's a new kind of play, and there are new players, and we'll have to wait and see that. But it's definitely going to be goal. These guys, they're gonna try to outscore each other because there are new criterias of play, and they know where they are. They have accepted where they are, and they're gonna play all out. Manchester United, they have been doing bits also during the pre-season tour, and they even hit Arsenal 2-0 in the US tour, but they'll be hosting Wolverhampton, who have always been their bogey team, except last season. And this time round, Wolverhampton don't have the Neves guy because he went to, I don't know, some Saudi team. And Man United will definitely thrash them because I've seen the kind of play that United have, and people should not sleep on United this season. They're gonna play it all out just as they did last season. I think they're gonna be a revitalized team. And Ten Hag, who is also still chasing CDM in Amrabat, the Moroccan international who impressed in the World Cup, as I said earlier. And let's wait and see. But you guys, the basics as we're gonna end this video right here, right now. The EPL is starting. How happy are you? Because we've been waiting for this for quite a long time. And we are happy that the EPL is kicking off on Friday. The pre-drinks will be waiting. You never know. There can be a shocker with Burnley hitting maybe 4 past Manchester City. You never know. And we'll also be having Arsenal kickstarting their campaign as runners-up last season, but also kickstarting the campaign in an early kickoff. You know what we say about that, right? So let's hit the like button, subscribe, you guys, and let's leave a comment on how happy you are to see that the season commences on Friday. Come on, you Gunners and you guys, and see you on the next one. Adios.